Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today we're going to see the Cubs kick off a road trip that will include stops in Milwaukee, Cincinnati, and Toronto. The recently completed homestand, the Cubs went 4-3, including getting swept by a doubleheader by the Braves yesterday. Today's game is going to be played at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Barely even qualifies as a road trip. However, here we are with Blake Snell going out to the mound for the Cubs, making start number 25. He is 6-9 on the season, 5.15 ERA, 1.57 WHIP. He will be opposed by the Brewers' Devin Williams, who has been pitching out of the bullpen this year, but making a start today. Appearance number 56 on the season. His record is 1-6 with a 7.11 ERA and a WHIP of 2.01. The Cubs lineup today will include Bogaerts, O'Neill, Bryant, Ramos, Cabrera, Bradley, Santana, Snell, and Hayward. The Brewers lineup will feature Lorenzo Cain, Ryan Braun, Christian Yelich, Keston Hiura, Avisail Garcia, Omar Narvaez, Luis Urias, Jed Yarko, and the pitcher Devin Williams. The wind is blowing out to left at 11 mph. Apparently we have the roof open in the stadium today. So, no chance of rain in the forecast. And now, we see Xander Bogaerts stepping up to the plate as the Cubs' leadoff hitter. The Cubs coming into this game at 55-60, third place in the NL Central. The Brewers coming in at 47-66, fifth place in the NL Central, and coming in on a 5-game losing streak. The Cubs and Brewers have tied at 8 wins apiece on the season. Here is the pitch. And Bogaerts grounds it up the middle. Second baseman has it, throws to first for out number 1. Next up will be Tyler O'Neill. He will face Williams with 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the outer part of the plate. That was a slider that froze him, and that's out number 2. Kris Bryant now the batter. Red hot lately. He's up to 20 home runs on the season. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Kris Bryant. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a fastball at 98 that was up and in. Bryant chased that one. So 3 up and 3 down for the Cubs. We go to the bottom of the first inning of a scoreless game. Blake Snell stepping out to the mound against Lorenzo Cain. Here is a 1-1 pitch from Blake Snell. And that's grounded toward third. Bryant has it. Throws it over to first, and that is out number 1. Ryan Braun now the batter. 2-2 pitch from Snell. Grounded up the middle. Second baseman Cabrera has it, throws over to first, and that is out number 2. Snell now pitching to Yelich with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Grounded toward first. Santana steps on the bag, and that is out number 3. So Snell retires the side on 3 groundouts. We go to the top of the second of a 0-0 game. Wilson Ramos stepping up to the plate for the Cubs, waiting for the 3-1 pitch. That is high. It is ball 4. Leadoff walk for Wilson Ramos. Good eye there. Bringing up Asdrubal Cabrera. The switch hitter Cabrera will bat from the left side against the righty Williams. Here is a 1-2 pitch. Grounded towards second. The throw goes to short. The shortstop relays to first, and that is a ground ball double play. So now, the Cubs base runner is erased. This will bring up Jackie Bradley with 2 outs and nobody on. Bradley waiting for the payoff pitch. Strike 3 called on the fastball. So the Cubs are retired in the top of the second. We go down to the bottom of the second inning of a 0-0 ball game. Snell will pitch to Hiura with a full count in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him on the changeup right there at 81. And now Garcia will be the batter. Coming up with a 2-1 count, 1 out. And he grounds it to short. Bogaerts has it. Throws to first, and that is out number 2. Navarez now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on base. 1-2 pitch to Omar Navarez. Line towards second. Cabrera reaches out and grabs it with an athletic play. And the Brewers are retired 1-2-3. We go to the top of the third inning. It is a 0-0 game. So the Brewers are now bringing in Eric Lauer, because they started out with a relief pitcher, so apparently this is going to be a bullpen day for the Brewers pitching staff. Lauer coming in, he's only thrown an inning and 2/3 on the season, allowing no walks and 2 strikeouts with a 5.40 ERA. He will face Danny Santana to lead off the third inning. Full count pitch. Santana standing in, waiting for the pitch. Outside for ball 4. That was way outside. I don't think Santana even had to think about that one. So Snell now the batter. With a runner on first, nobody out. Probably a sacrifice situation. Oh, and he lines that one into right field. That's a base hit. Blake Snell gets a single as Santana slides into third, and he is going to advance first to third on the base hit. So the Cubs have got something going here with first and third, nobody out, and Jason Hayward is the next batter. Lauer facing Hayward with a 2-1 count, and he grounds it toward first. The first baseman steps on the bag to get the force out. Apparently, he lost the foot race with Hayward. No, he did retire him for the first out. I'm sorry. I thought the umpire had signaled safe there for a moment, but Braun did in fact beat Hayward to the base and got the first out of the inning. Santana comes home to score. The Cubs now have a 1-0 lead. Snell advances to second on the fielder's choice. Here is a 2-1 pitch to Xander Bogaerts. And that's popped up on the infield. That's going to be playable. The shortstop calls off the third baseman and makes the catch for out number 2. Tyler O'Neill now the batter with 2 outs, runner in scoring position. 2-1 pitch to Tyler O'Neill, and that's hit high and deep down the left field line, but it's going to be caught by Christian Yelich on the warning track for out number 3. So the Cubs do get a run. It is 1-0 Chicago going into the bottom of the third inning. Luis Urias is coming up to the plate now, bottom of the third. 2-2 pitch from Blake Snell. Urias waiting. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that was a changeup at 82. He's got his second strikeout of the day. Both of them on the changeup. And here is Giorgio with a 1-1 count. Snell pitching to Giorgio with 1 out, nobody on. Popped up to center. Bradley heading back toward the wall. He's going to have room. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Lauer now the batter with 2 outs, nobody on. Lauer waiting for the 1-strike pitch. That's popped up toward first. Santana is called off by Cabrera, who makes the catch for out number 3. So the Brewers retired in order in the third. We go to the top of the 4th inning. It is a 1-0 ball game. Chris Bryant now the batter, leading off for the Cubs in the top of the 4th, looking to extend this 1-0 lead. Here's a 1-strike pitch, and Bryant lines that one past the shortstop into left field. That's going to be a leadoff single for Chris Bryant. So he has his first hit of the day, bringing up Wilson Ramos. Ramos with a 2-2 count, runner on first, pops it up on the infield. The first baseman Braun calls for it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Asdrubal Cabrera is now the batter. 1 out, runner on first. Full count pitch to Cabrera. Popped up to center field. Kane, moving to his right, makes the catch for out number 2. No opportunity for Bryant to tag up and advance there. Bringing up Jackie Bradley. 2 outs. Bryant still standing on first, and here's a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Lauer gets him with a high, hard one. And Bradley strikes out to end the inning. The Cubs still lead 1-0 going into the bottom of the 4th inning. Lorenzo Cain leading off for the Brewers in the bottom of the 4th. Here's a full count pitch from Blake Snell. Outside for ball 4. So the Brewers have their first base runner of the day. Ryan Braun now the batter. Coming up with nobody out and a runner on first. 1-1 pitch to Ryan Braun. Grounder towards short. Bogarts has it, throws to second. The relay to first, and the double play is completed. 6-4 to 3. So the base runner is erased. Yelich will now come up with 2 outs and nobody on. Yelich waiting for the full count pitch from Snell. Swing and a miss for strike 3. He waved at that fastball and he could not catch up with it. So we go to the top of the 5th inning. It is a 1-0 ball game. Danny Santana leading off for the Cubs. He's stepping in from the right side against the lefty Lauer. Here's a 1-1 pitch. And it's popped up in foul territory. The third baseman, Giorgio, heads over and makes the play for out number 1. Snell now the batter. He is 1 for 1 today. Coming up with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Snell is retired on the cutter. And that'll bring up Jason Hayward. Hayward with 2 outs and nobody on. He has the RBI for the Cubs so far today. Here is a full count pitch to Jason Hayward. Strike 3 called on the changeup. So Hayward is frozen by that 77-mile-an-hour changeup. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is still a 1-0 Cub lead. Hyura leading off for the Brewers in the bottom of the 5th inning, facing Blake Snell with a 2-2 count. And that's hit high to left center field. The left fielder O'Neill will head over and he will make the catch for out number 1. Avisail Garcia now the batter with a 1-2 count, 1 out. And that's lined into center field. I believe that's going to be the first base hit of the ball game. Bradley plays it on a hop, and the Brewers have just gotten their first base hit in the bottom of the 5th inning. So Omar Narvaez comes up now with 1 out, runner on first. Narvaez waiting for the full count pitch. That is high, and it is ball 4. So the second walk of the day issued by Snell puts runners on first and second with 1 out. Urias will now be the batter. He will face Snell with a 2-1 count. That's lined into center field. Bradley going back. He's going to get past him all the way to the wall. 1 run will score. That's going to be an RBI double as the second runner stops at third. And the Brewers have just tied this game up at 1. So Narvaez stopping at third. Urias, credited with the RBI double, brings up Jed Giorgio. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out, and Snell has a bit of a jam to work his way out of now. Here's an 0-2 pitch. Lined into center field, that's going to be another base hit. Brantley pays it on a hop. The throw comes home, the runner comes home, and the throw is late. So the Brewers get 2 more runs on an RBI single by Jed Giorgio and now have gone ahead 3-1. The pitcher Lauer will come up now with 1 out, runner on first. Snell trying to navigate this bottom of the 5th inning. And that is bunted right back at the mound. In the air, Snell makes the catch for out number 2. And now Lorenzo Cain will be the batter with 2 outs and a runner on first. 0-2 pitch to Cain. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Snell recovers to get out of the inning. However, the Brewers score 3 times and take a 2-run lead into the top of the 6th inning. Xander Bogaerts, the Cubs' leadoff hitter, will lead off in the top of the 6th inning against Eric Lauer. 3-0 count. Bogaerts waiting for the pitch. That is low. It is ball 4. And Bogaerts has walked on 4 straight, which brings up Tyler O'Neill. O'Neill coming up with an 0-2 count. Lauer with the pitch. Grounded towards short. The throw goes to second. The relay to first. And that is a ground ball double play. 6-4-3. And now the Cubs have 2 outs and nobody on base. Chris Bryant now the batter. Coming up. Trying to help the Cubs cut into this lead. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Chris Bryant. And he lines that one into center field for a base hit. That's going to be a 2-out single for Chris Bryant. And I guess it's really unfortunate that they grounded into that double play right before. So Bryant standing on first, bringing up Wilson Ramos. With 2 outs and 1 man on, here's a 2-2 count. Ramos pops it up to left. Yelich coming in. He has a line on it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So the Cubs get a couple base runners, but they do not score. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning of a 3-1 Brewer lead. Ryan Braun leading off against Blake Snell here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Snell working with 81 pitches so far. Here's a 1-ball pitch. Popped up behind second base. Cabrera going back. Hayward coming in. Cabrera calls him off and makes the catch for out number 1. Christian Yelich now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Here's a full count pitch to Christian Yelich, and that is ball 4 low. So the fastball misses, and Yelich takes his base. Keston Hiura will be the next batter, and that will be the end of the day for Blake Snell. Hiura will face the Cub reliever, Trevor Rosenthal, who comes in with 49 innings thrown, 31 walks, 54 strikeouts, and a 2.39 ERA. Rosenthal working with a 3-1 count, and here is the pitch. And he steps off the mound, and now he delivers the pitch. Liner towards second. Cabrera makes a nice play to stop that from getting into right field, and that is out number 2. Yelich has to dive back to first to avoid being doubled off. And now Garcia is the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. First pitch to Avisail Garcia. Line toward third, and this time Bryant can't get a handle on it. It goes into left field for a base hit. So 2 hard hit balls, one's an out, one's a single. And now Navarez will be the batter with 2 outs and 2 men on. Brewers looking to extend this 3-1 lead. Rosenthal working with a 1-2 count, trying to hold the Brewers right here. Grounder towards second. Cabrera has it, throws to first, and that will end the inning. So Rosenthal works his way out of the jam. We go to the top of the 7th inning of a 3-1 ball game. And now Alex Claudio will be the pitcher. The Brewers bringing in Claudio, who has thrown 49 innings this year, 21 walks, 34 strikeouts, and a 4.59 ERA. Claudio will face Cabrera, Bradley, and Santana in the top of the 7th inning. Here's a 2-0 pitch from Claudio. Popped up to center. Kane heading to his left, making the catch for out number 1. Bradley now the batter with 1 out and nobody on. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Jackie Bradley. And that is lined past this. Oh no, it's a diving catch. Oh, I thought that got by him. That was a terrific catch by Urias for the 2nd out of the inning. Man, that had base hit written all over it. So Santana now comes up with 2 outs and nobody on. Here is an 0-2 pitch to Danny Santana. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Santana is retired for the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is a 3-1 ball game. And we will see in Milwaukee today, the sausage race is going to happen, and it appears that the hot dog is the winner today. Urias now the batter in the bottom of the 7th inning, leading off for the Brewers against Trevor Rosenthal, who will continue to pitch for the Cubs. Here's a full count pitch from Rosenthal. And that is strike 3 called on the fastball, 96. So Gyorko now is the batter with 1 out and nobody on. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Jed Gyorko. And that's popped up in foul territory. Santana heads over, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Had a hard time getting line of sight on that one. But now this will bring up the pinch hitter, Logan Morrison. He will come up for Milwaukee from the left side against the righty Rosenthal. Morrison batting with 2 outs and nobody on, and here is a 2-2 pitch. Grounded toward first, Santana has it and steps on the base for out number 3. So the pinch hitter is retired. We go to the top of the 8th inning of a 3-1 Milwaukee lead. Ian Happ is going to lead off for the Cubs. He is going to pinch hit for the pitcher's spot, batting from the left side against the new Milwaukee pitcher, righty Corey Nebel. Nebel has thrown 33 2/3 on the season. He has 21 walks, 47 strikeouts, and a 4.28 ERA. And as we all know, Josh Hader is lurking in the shadows if the Cubs were to try to mount a comeback. So here's an 0-2 pitch from Corey Neville. He's looking for the sign. Happ waiting, and here it comes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Fastball that was outside at 95. And now Jason Hayward is the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Here is a 2-2 pitch to Jason Hayward. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That was the knuckle curve that buckled his knees. And now Xander Bogaerts will bat with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's the first pitch to Xander Bogaerts. Oh, and he's hit. Bogaerts takes his base on the hit by pitch. That's the 6th time he's gotten hit this season. And now Tyler O'Neill will bat. 2 outs, runner on first. O'Neill facing Neville with the shift on. Hyura playing directly behind second base. Here's the first pitch, and that one gets away. The runner is going to advance to second on the wild pitch. So Bogaerts takes the base. O'Neill now batting with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So 3 strikeouts in the inning for Corey Neville. The Cubs strand a runner. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning of a 3-1 ball game. Lorenzo Cain will lead off against the new Cub reliever, Sam Tuivailala. 31 innings thrown on the season, 16 walks, 30 strikeouts, and a 5.23 ERA. That is the line for Sammy T so far this season. Lorenzo Cain stepping up, looking for the first pitch from Sammy T. Here's the sign and the pitch. Grounded toward short, Bogaerts has it, throws to first, and that is out number 1. Braun now the batter with 1 out and nobody on. Here is a 3-1 pitch to Ryan Braun. Popped up on the infield. The first baseman Santana coming over. Called off by the second baseman Cabrera, who puts it away for out number 2. And now Yelich is the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Christian Yelich waiting for the first pitch. Grounded toward first. Santana has it, steps on the base, and that is out number 3. I don't know why, because Bogaerts has never played first this season, but I got that confused. So we go to the top of the 9th inning, and the Brewers are going to bring out Josh Hader. Now Hader, if you'll recall, had a little bit of a meltdown against the Cubs a week and a half ago at Wrigley Field. Chris Bryant is going to lead off for the Cubs in the top of the 9th inning. He is waiting for the 2-2 pitch. Hader looking for the sign. 20 saves and 22 opportunities this season. And Bryant strikes out on the fastball at 98. So Hader records the first out of the inning, and here comes Wilson Ramos with 1 out and nobody on. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Here is a 2-strike pitch to Wilson Ramos. And that is hit hard, deep left center field. Ramos got all of it. That is gone. Josh Hader gives up the solo home run, 434 feet to left center field, and the Cubs are now down by 1. So that is home run number 12 on the season for Wilson Ramos, and it brings up Asdrubal Cabrera. With 1 out, nobody on base, Cabrera batting for the Cubs. Here is the first pitch from Hader. And that's lined into center field. Is that going to drop? The center fielder, Cain, is coming in, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Cain had to run a long way, but he did get there. And now Nico Hoerner is going to be the pinch hitter for Jackie Bradley. Hoerner comes up to bat from the right side against the lefty Hader. He comes up with 2 outs, nobody on base. Cubs down by 1. Here's a 2-1 pitch to Nico Hoerner. And he grounds that one back toward the mound. Hader has it, throws to first, and that ends the inning. So the Cubs lose the game 3-2. The Cubs got 2 runs on 4 hits with no errors. The Brewers got 3 runs on 4 hits with no errors. The player of the game is the Cubs' Blake Snell. In a losing effort, he went 5 1/3 innings of 3-hit, 3-run baseball with 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. Williams started for the Brewers, went 2 scoreless innings. He was followed by Lauer, who threw 4 innings in relief and earned the win. 3 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. And Hader earns his 21st save of the season, despite allowing the solo home run. The Cubs fall to 55 and 61, while the Brewers improve to 48 and 66. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.